Did I not send this? I sent it to the goddamn Dave Hill show. Oh, we're starting. Yeah. We started the show. I'm going to put the cool intro on now, starting. This show's getting too slick. Sellouts.
La maudite des vieux show.
I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
David, you look absolutely terrific, honestly. You've got like glue on.
This is where the worst begins. This is where we must stop. For beyond is the work of madness. The nightmare of insane murder and lingering death. Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
Someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
This is Albert from the Tuesday Show. You're listening to the goddamn Dave Hill Show, now on a flipping Monday.
I think I am an angel witch. No, you're an angel witch. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, you're...
Hello and welcome. Wait,
Your audio.
to this incredible program. Wait, what? Is my audio not
Your
working?
audio's super crackly.
It's not good.
You mean like it's too hot? Too much heat?
Crunchy,
Is that better?
someone said. It's just...
Is that any better?
No, it's like unlistenable.
No.
Fuck the world. Hang on a second.
No.
Crickety, crackety, crackety. So, well, welcome to the show.
Hey, everyone.
Here we are, back after the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which holiday? Oh, Labor Day. That's right. We
It's
weren't
a
here last
holiday
week.
now.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Did you get
I've
to
been
do
going to
anything, Des?
farms. I've been checking out cows.
Is this working?
Anymore?
There you are.
Fuckers.
Oh, now
Is
we
it
can hear.
working?
Now it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There must be a delay, though, because we answered you right away, and then you continued screaming at us.
I was enraged.
Come
This
on.
goes to my point, though. We'll get into this momentarily. I'll just get it out of the way. We have shitty equipment, and I'm losing money doing this show, which is why I put the support the show button in the corner instead of the virtual tip jar. If you can support the show and help us get better equipment and better hosting and all that, support the show, maximumfun.org/join. For as little as $5 a month, you could help us not lose money doing this. Otherwise, I quit. Done. Not a joke. Anyway, things are good with me. I ate too much pizza. I gotta be honest.
Oh, I ate pizza yesterday.
I'm surprised to hear that.
That
couldn't
I
say-
ate pizza?
That you ate too much. You seem like the guy who knows how to control yourself around a slice or two or three.
No. Sometimes I don't know how to control. I'm a man without limits.
Yeah.
Like in most things.
There was a time in my life where it's a point of pride to eat a whole pizza in one shot, but
Ugh.
I'm long past those days now. Those are those adventurous teenage years, you know.
I'm into. I lose. No, I get around pizza and I'm like, when are we gonna be? When's the next pizza party? I don't know. EJ Crane says we'll pay. We'll do it. I'm not. I was really. Chris will tell you I was whining today really badly. Because I was just like, Chris, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm losing money and we have no good equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wearing a scarf. It's really hot. I'm overdressed. I'll be honest. I've pioneered this look. I want to say I've been rocking this look for about a year around the house. It's a hockey jersey with a cravat. Never been done before to my knowledge.
Oh, I got
So
Do you ever tuck it in?
What's that?
Do you ever tuck the cravat in, or do you always leave it hanging out? Like
Oh no, sometimes I do. I actually prefer that move.
that is-
But I gotta be honest. Like I might have to take the hockey jersey off. Plus, I wore it yesterday. Toddify 201 points out, get to a dip destination, which is, I'm guessing, a reference to my wildly popular Instagram post yesterday. In the small Finnish fishing village where I'm in exile right now, the next town over to this grocery store, it's a Giant Eagle. Is Giant Eagle a national chain?
I've never heard of them.
They're not here.
Okay, it's a kind of Dented and Jay asks, when will I only have one. I can't even bring it on camera. I actually got a new jacket that I can't even show.
Why?
Somebody will steal it.
It's too intense. It's too much. I decided that I needed to get myself something to perk myself up a little bit. So I ordered this jacket. I'll break it out eventually. Though it's not 6 slices of pizza jacket, I'll tell you that. If you want to wear this jacket, you have maybe 1 slice. But I do have a pair of velvet pants with me.
I tell you what I did for the first time in like 6 years. I got some new underwear. That was exciting.
Oh God, Chris.
It's you, hero.
No, that is exciting. You know, I can always look at my underwear and tell you exactly where I got it. Like right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking down. I bought the pair I'm wearing right now. I got in Glasgow, Scotland. I was doing the Glasgow Comedy Festival. Went to a department store, bought myself a 3-pack of boxers, all purple. They weren't. Some were like solid purple, some plaids, but all purple. Anyway, I'm wearing a pair now, and for just $5 a month, you could wind up with them on your bedroom floor. You can take that however you want it. No, but what I was gonna say is the grocery store that I go to. I posted about this yesterday. There's a big open refrigerator case, and it's where they have the salsas and the hummuses and it's called Dip Destination. Various dips.
I think you've spoken before, actually. When I saw the post, I recognized the name from somewhere.
I can't help it. Every time I walk in there and I see Dip Destination, I giggle to myself a little bit, and then I think, hey, you know what? We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay.
It's
gives
the
me
alliteration.
Yeah, it gives me hope that see, I need a haircut, or maybe I don't, but my hair was kind of going in the camera, and it made me think that I had a weird bump in my face. I don't, I'm not bragging. Anyway, the number here is 347-474-0260. 347-474-0260. 347-474-0260. If you want to call in, please call in. Extra points if you are not a dude. And we're excited to hear from you tonight in the program. We have a great guest, Jed Maheu from Zig Zags, one of my favorite bands of all time. Great band and a great dude. He's on the Witch Taint show. I'm told. I wouldn't know personally. But and I was like, oh, you should do this show. So he's going to do it tonight. I'm sorry we missed last week. It was Labor Day after all. But we're back. We're back in action. And we have Dip Destination on our side. Thing is, a lot of times at Dip Destination, as mentioned, I don't always even buy dips. Sometimes I just swing on by Dip Destination and check out some dips.
Sure.
Chris, what dips do you like these days?
That's a great question. I love tzatziki, like Greek. I made my own.
Slow down.
A couple weeks ago. So good.
I don't even know what that is. I don't think.
It's like yogurt, sour cream, garlic, cucumber. It's like a delicious white sauce. You can't go wrong with it.
It's Greek in nature?
Yeah, tzatziki.
I think I know it. It's like usually like a condiment, right?
Sure. Yeah, you could dip some pita in it. We dipped some chicken in it. It's all very.
Sounds
good.
like a real versatile dip.
Yeah.
I got a text message from James Fernandez. James, you don't have to text to tell me there's a call. Just say it on the show that we're on. Oh, his microphone's not on. That's probably the issue.
That's why. Plus, I don't want to interrupt.
No, interrupt. Interrupt.
Well, we have a call.
Because I don't even always look on my phone. Let's take it.
All right. Elvira,
who is it? It's Elvira.
Hey, how you folks doing?
Good. How are you? Are you calling from Minneapolis?
Yep, deep here in the Messiah complex, just over off Lake Street. I was walking through the ruins of the what people have called as protests, but I'm liking to Bill the attempt to start a race war by outside forces. But I'm thinking of the positive. The kindergartner started her first day of school this last weekend.
That's good. And I should tell you, your phone's breaking up. Wait, just a sec. Your phone is breaking up a little bit, and certain words are dropping out. So when you say things like race war, we don't know what side you're coming from. So people are in the chat like saying, "What the fuck did he just say?" So get a better signal, or don't use phrases like race war. That's my advice.
Well, actually, yeah, I would like to video in, because then you don't have the latency issue.
No,
and
you can't. You can't video in.
But
You can't. I don't even want Chris and Dez on the video. You think I want you on the video?
well,
turn
what
my
I'm saying
camera
is that, for just audio, if there was an audio link that went over the internet, that
No,
wasn't
Chris, turn your camera on. Chris.
Okay.
But,
No,
what I did want to do is, the kids started school this week. They got her an iPad, and it's not every week you get to screen capture your first day, your kid's first day at school. She's handling it well. It's different. It's weird. My wife and I are now teachers, even though we're unemployed, because we have to be there to try to negotiate everything. But the kid's doing well, and that's what's really important. And the kid's healthy. So.
Oh, that's nice.
We got
so
that.
Your kids, it's
And
like Zoom classes?
It's within the iPad that the school district issued her. They have kind of a very locked down access to certain paths that can get updated, but it's not quite working yet. But luckily, my wife and I are tech savvy enough to be able to make it work. I feel sorry for the other parents out there that are not doing as well. My in-laws in DC are having a nightmare. They ended up having to not use the iPads that were given to their two children that they're trying to educate, and they have the help of their grandmother, who is a recently retired kindergarten teacher. The apps just aren't working.
Is this a long form humble brag? I'm too old to understand.
No. Oh, I wish it was. But what I do want to mention is I do have a new play and book out. And
oh, Jesus Christ.
My 5-year-old.
What's the website? You can only plug one thing.
Okay, one thing.
You can only plug one thing a call.
Oh, I'm only going to plug one thing. I didn't even plug one thing last week, if you noticed.
He didn't.
I know, but that doesn't give you bonus plugs the following week.
There's one a month.
But I'm being mindful, and today I'm concentrating on pincombo.com. Yeah, I got a new play there, Waiting for Super Mario, a sincere satire in 2 acts. And what it is, it's a version of Waiting for Godot that my 5-year-old will pay attention to. I just replaced the characters and perspectives from 1950s France to the Mushroom Kingdom, replacing the character as Luigi and Toad as our 2 main characters, with Princess Peach bringing in a dry bones as her servant.
Well, can I just say, I'm sorry to hear that your 5-year-old can't comprehend regular Godot. Like I could. But your way sounds good too.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it started off with just playing with bath toys, you know.
How do you finish? I have to ask this. How do you finish? I've written 3 books, not to brag.
Yeah.
I've had 3 books published. You write a new book every week. Every week you write a new book.
No, I have been averaging 1 new book a quarter.
I think he's got the same book with new titles. I think he's just retitling.
New jacket.
Well, what I do is I figure out a format.
Mm-hmm.
So I did 2 books, and these are all at pincombo.com. I did 2 books on particular pinball machines, one on the Addams Family.
All right, no.
Yeah.
You've gone over your plugs.
Same
You've gone
format.
plugs. Delete.
But you're asking how I do it, and how I do it
No,
is
I know,
you're
but
at a
you have to
formula,
explain
and that's
it.
what makes for the
Oh.
formula.
Okay, never mind. No, because it's more plugs then.
Yeah.
No,
well,
no.
no. If
all my way.
how I did it, I was using the example of the one site that I am plugging to give information therein. I am very good about playing within the limitations given.
No, I think this is a loophole you've used, and I'm enraged.
Oh yes.
All right. Thank you for calling, Elvira. We'll talk to you in 20 minutes. Call back in 20 minutes.
You.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm just jealous. Is my problem. It takes me like a long time to write books.
You don't have the hustle, Dave.
I don't.
That's my takeaway.
I don't have the hustle.
Now other people are asking if they call in and get a plug.
Anyone can call in and plug one thing. I don't mind.
Right.
It's just when the whole call is a plug that I start to take umbrage. Though he did actually play pretty fairly, but then I feel like he snuck in illegal plugs.
Yeah.
It would be like wearing like a logo shirt and being, I'm not plugging the LA Kings or something. I don't know my point. It's an umbrage too far. Call in if you don't have anything to plug. I'll be especially thrilled to hear from you. 347-474-0260. Someone's calling already?
Jimmy, you there?
Yeah. Hey, Des.
It's Jimmy from Kearney.
Jimmy from
Hey,
Kearney,
Dave.
the pride of Kearney.
How you
Hey,
doing,
Jimmy.
man?
There is a
Cool.
there is a delay, isn't there?
Hey, Chris. I don't know if he's on.
Oh, I'm here.
Chris is on.
Hey, how you doing? Just wanted to say hi to everybody.
What's going on with you, Jimmy?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in.
You sound great. Let me speak for everybody if I can.
You sure? I can't get a good barometer on myself, but
You can't get it.
like various stages of monotone.
No, you sound great. I mean, even
Well, I'll snap out of it one of these decades.
Jimmy, I think even on a day when you maybe feel like you're not having a great day, you're still a bright light to many people. So you've always got that going.
That's very nice. But with all this stuff about masks, which there shouldn't be a lot of really discussion about it. It's just should just put it on and deal with it. You know what I mean? But anyway, it took me back to one of my favorite films about the practice of law, The Verdict, 1982.
Paul Newman?
Oh, wait, is that Paul Newman in the role of a lifetime?
Nathan, huh?
Paul Newman in the role of a lifetime?
It's got to be up there. Well, I mean, I'm partial to it, but I mean, he had a lot of solid performances. But there's this one scene where they're at the defense attorney's law firm, which is a giant white shoe law firm, and they're preparing one of the anesthesiologists for his testimony.
Did you say a white shoe law firm?
You know what? I'm embarrassed to admit I've known what that is for like 30 years, but I don't know its origin.
What does it mean?
It typically means like, a large, prestigious law firm, loads of attorneys, big clients. If you're a partner in one of those, you're taking home, 7 figures a year.
Google says it's an old-fashioned term for the most prestigious employers in elite professions. So, like,
Okay.
So I guess
all right. So it's broader, but people seem to pigeonhole it with law firm.
Originally, it was only referring to law firms, but it's
so
expanded.
this.
Oh, it's been broadened
Right.
since. I didn't know that.
This would be a
But anyway,
white
they have
shoe.
a conference table, and they have these loads of associates, paralegals,
Expense
partners
accounts.
at the table. Huh?
Expense accounts. That's what I'm into.
Yeah.
Jimmy, Jimmy, I hate to interrupt you in the middle of all this, but as anyone who's listened to this show before in any of its formats is well aware, you have the voice of an angel.
Oh, you're too kind.
And every time you call, I always think, well, it would be a shame if we didn't get him to sing, give us at least a few bars of something. So is there any chance you could give us?
I just lined the line in. I was giving too much background, but at one point, James Mason goes to the anesthesiologist. Just say she threw up in her mask. And it even laughs a little bit. I just say she threw up.
What was that?
God.
Is that Jimmy? Are you there?
That happened on my end. Nothing.
Oh, he's still.
Wait. Are you there, Jimmy?
Yeah. Can I sing?
Yeah, I mean, I love how your composure is exactly the same after that. That's impressive.
You sound like a foghorn. But
yeah.
All right. I'll try to bellow in my own way. I'll get out of your hair. All right. The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and I meet the.
I don't know
Did
what
we lose
happened.
him?
Did we lose him?
Yeah, my whole.
See, this goes back to what I was saying. We need people to support the show so we can get a better system for this. It would be good to get like a call-in system and a streaming, just the whole thing where there's not a delay and my face doesn't look like this. I would like to save up for a lot of plastic surgery. I need a haircut.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Jimmy, no, I apologize. Please, if you can, give a call. Give us a call back. Remy Fan is here again from Singapore. I see him. Remy, even though I just said that no one could call in on video, I will make an exception for Remy Fan. So Remy, put it in the chat I'm just gonna send you the link, Remy. If you get it, call in.
You got another call, Dave.
Let's take it.
Caller, you there?
Let's take it.
Is it me?
Yep, it's you.
It's you.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, who's calling?
Hey.
This is Brendan from Stuytown.
Oh, nice. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I got back about 2 months ago here.
Where were you?
Most of the pandemic. We went down to Maryland. We escaped. It's my in-laws'
Beautiful
house.
this time of year.
Yeah, beautiful.
And you just got back to New York?
Yeah, about a month and a half ago, give or take.
Oh, nice. How is it going?
It's going on. Well, my in-laws, I love them to death, and it was great living there, and we forever grateful, but I was happy to be home.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think
Yeah.
when you live in someone else's house for long enough, it just creates dynamics that, it's hard for everybody.
You can't walk around with your junk out. Or if you can, if you
Exactly.
can, even if they act like it's not a big deal, it's still frowned upon.
Or worse, somebody else is. You never know.
Dented NJ very quickly, if I can, says, can you just explain what the show is about and who you are, guys? I know Dave from tweets long ago. I was talking with Chris about this earlier today. We should get a format.
Yeah, format would be
and
good.
a logo.
I think like a consistent show title too, because we're
gonna
have
call
3.
The problem, we're going to call it the Dave Hill Goodtime Hour, but I haven't had a chance to draw a new logo. If anyone wants to draw a logo for the Dave Hill Goodtime Hour, we need a logo. And as soon as we have that, then we're going to officially change the name.
You do need a logo.
There.
Name. Guys, so
what's that, Brennan?
I think the format's perfect.
I think
it's very European. I might have to take, speaking of European, I might have to take my cravat off. Or maybe I take my jersey off. What do you guys think? Lose the jersey, go back to the cravat.
You took the cravat off, so see where you're at for now. And
no, it's still too hot. I got to lose the jersey.
Do you wear a shirt under the jersey?
Wait. Hang on.
David, you put on an Islanders jersey because we could use all the help we can get. So
Islanders.
That's all I would say.
Is that a long sleeve shirt you got? Jesus, man.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the cravat.
Okay.
You don't sweat a lot
looking at home.
Do you?
I don't sweat unless I'm getting super ripped.
Because I sweat. Like if I was wearing what you're wearing right now, I would just be drenched.
Do you at least have a window open?
No, I'm rocking AC.
It's cold.
Cherry Dazzle says the Dave Hill Goodtime Hour is not a good title because it restrains us to 1 hour. No, it doesn't. We just go longer than an hour.
Just promises.
Unless we don't. We might just make it an hour. I'm sorry, Brendan. I've done nothing but interrupt you on this call. And for that, I'm sorry. How is it? What's that?
I got to ask a little bit of advice for you. Since you being a famous showbiz person. And we've actually done this to you, too. My wife is kind of when she sees celebrities, she doesn't really know how to behave. And I try to ignore them when I see them. And we have a couple of young children. And our youngest daughter, who's a year old.
Oh, Dave, your mic is crunchy again.
This is fucking bullshit.
No.
Wait, Brendan, we lost your question.
Dave, I barely.
I don't think he can hear you.
Yeah. The crackle's on your end, Dave. I don't know.
Crackle.
You there, Brendan?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Dave, can you hear me? No. Dave's got some technical difficulties right now. But he's handling it.
Did you watch the Jets game, Des?
Unfortunately, I did. I had some people over, so I was pleasantly distracted enough through it. Thanks for asking, but I'm not encouraged with how this year's going to go.
No, not at all.
Does this work now?
Yeah.
No football talk. I don't care about football.
You're back with sports talk, Dave.
No, football shall not be discussed. It's not the game of kings.
Dave, I gotta ask you something about you're an international superstar.
Yeah, it's great.
Handle something.
Okay.
So since we've come back to Stuytown, my youngest daughter, who's a little over 1 year old, is always playing in the common areas in Stuytown, and she's kind of befriended Kieran Culkin from Succession's daughter.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with Succession right now.
And my wife is always trying to make friends with them, and I just feel super awkward about it. Now, we've also accosted you on the street, and my wife actually bought whipped cream stuff from you for Christmas. So
nice.
She kind of has that celebrity stalker type thing going on, and I think it's kind kind of weird.
No, embrace.
So I don't know.
No, embrace.
So I don't know how to. Like, so when I talk to him, I just pretend I don't know who he is.
I'm in a similar spot with something. I'll be curious, Dave's advice.
Wait, you have. Well, I would say, if I can speak on behalf of celebrities everywhere,
please.
We celebrities love it when you just treat us like regular folks. And
that's what I try to do. I like, obviously I know who he is, but I'm just like, oh, hey, what's your name? You know,
it's a good way to play it.
Playing it cool. Now, as a Z-list celebrity, though, I can say that I actually really like it when people say, "Hey, Dave, you're the greatest."
Big fan.
And then tell me exactly why they think that. I really like that.
Well,
now
we did that one time when we were going to church one Sunday, and you were walking with your lady friend and Lucy, wearing a Merciful Fate T-shirt, and I was just like, "Oh,
that sounds like it was me." That sounds exactly like what I would be doing.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
So I will say, yesterday when we were hanging out with them, and I say that loosely, we unknowingly crashed their daughter's first birthday party, and his younger brother was there that was in Lords of Chaos, and I was kind of pissed.
Rory.
I was kind of pissed I wasn't wearing my my Witch Change T-shirt, because then that would have been the greatest way to talk to somebody.
Rory has a lot of witch taint. He has a hoodie and a couple of shirts, I think. So he's down with witch. He just, not to drag him into this, but he did just tell me how much he was enjoying the Witch Taint record, if I may say such a thing.
Well, I mean, who isn't?
So there you go. It's a craze. I see our guest of honor tonight, Jed, is in the batter's box. So we should get him in here.
All right. Well, I'll cut off. Have a good night, guys.
But Brendan, but I would say it sounds like if you're already at the first grader's birthday party, you don't need my advice. Did he hang up?
Yeah.
He's there.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, there he is. Okay. I think you're doing great.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
All right. Thanks, Brendan. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the program, Jed from Zig Zags.
Hey, what's going on?
There he is. How's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
What's up, Jed?
Oh, really great.
I just realized something, actually.
What's that?
Just how boring celebrity spotting stories are.
Oh, well, I'm good at making them boring.
No, it wasn't your fault. I just realized, because living in LA, I see a lot of people, and I always I'll tell a story like that. Now I know what I sound like.
No, I enjoyed it. I like a good celebrity sighting.
Yeah,
but I feel like they're maybe different in LA. They're probably more common.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Common. Yeah, for sure. As opposed to Cleveland.
Cleveland, I mean, I would say, when I was at the grocery store the other day, I say with confidence, I was the biggest celebrity at that grocery store.
I'm from a town called Richland, Washington, in the state of Washington, and I like to think that I'm like the 25th most famous person from there, I think.
But that feels good, you know?
Yeah. Sharon Tate was from there, though.
Oh, you could have 5 more lifetimes and you never catch up. How do you catch,
Well, I played my first film role. I played Tex Watson, so I feel like that's our connection, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're an actor in addition to being a rocker.
I just live in LA. That's what it is, you know?
Yeah, that's sort of like, you might as well pick up the acting.
Sure.
You're there, so you're like, I'll be in a movie.
Right.
Why not?
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like living in Cleveland and just, playing for the Browns or something.
I mean, given the level of skill that the Browns exhibit each and every Sunday, I probably could. Not to be, I know a lot of people, plus, let me stress, I don't live in Cleveland. I'm just here for a little bit. I just signed a new lease in New York. I'm returning.
I think you signed that lease just to be able to say you don't actually live in Cleveland.
Just to hold on.
No, I'm going back every time I talk about going back. This is the thing about New York. Everyone who doesn't live in New York is being like, you got to go back to New York, man. That's your home. You got to get back there. And every time I talk to anyone in New York, except for Todd Barry, everyone is just like, why? Like, you could come back, but why? We're all just sitting inside all day, like no one's doing anything. But Todd just wants to get coffee. So he has, that's his motive for getting me back there.
I got a Todd Barry story.
Okay. Break it out.
A celebrity story. I went to see Todd Barry at, I think, ASCAT here in LA at the UCB Theater. Mm-hmm. And with my buddy. And we kind of had known Todd before. We had known a few guys from New York, like David Cross and a few of those guys. And so afterwards, Todd said, hey, you want to come get a drink with me? And we said, sure. And then we went to this bar and we just sat there for like 2 hours and no one said a word. And then the only thing every like 15 minutes, Todd would say, hey, do you think those girls are going to show up? And then they never showed up.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I know you're not making that story up. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
No, he's a dear friend, but that does sound on brand. That does sound on brand.
Yeah.
That seems like a good hang, actually. I think a lot of people would not have gotten as far as you got with that.
No,
hang.
we stuck it out. We thought at some point he was going to say something funny.
I mean, he probably did. I mean, he arguably did. It could be argued.
He just kept asking if those girls were going to show up that he had talked to earlier at the UCB, who said they were going to show up, of course.
I like that. I feel like we don't really have the capacity to play jams, though. If anyone is not down with Zig Zags already, you got to get down with them.
What are we supposed to do though? Like, what do you think is going to happen for bands and stuff? I feel like I know this Dez guy too. I feel like we've met before. Have we met before?
Highly unlikely.
Dez. I have not been to a live Zig Zag show yet.
Right.
I would have fun though.
I will, but I would say that Dez is every third guy at that show.
That's why I feel like I've met him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that as a compliment both ways.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, someone said the other day, they texted me, they said, oh, I was at a store and I saw a guy in a Zig Zag shirt and I said, nice shirt. And the guy said, great fucking band. And then I said, was he carrying a gas can and asking for spare change? Because that's how you know. So Dez looks like every guy at our show. Yeah.
I'm a type. What can I say?
I need to fix the hang on, I'm gonna fix the thing because I realize how would I do this? I need to fix this so they can see your name there. Because I foolishly here, I'm gonna
because I got that monkey there.
Take me out for a second.
Oh, this is what I'll do. I'll switch it.
Dez, where are you located?
I'm in West Jersey right now, about an hour.
Okay, got it. And Chris is where? Where's Chris at?
I'm in Queens.
Okay, sorry, I came in late. I didn't get that.
Yeah, we got to bring you up to speed. I mean, of the many flaws of this show, at the same time, the flaws are also the selling points. But I could do a better job hosting in introducing the guests.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
But what do you think's going to happen? When are we going to be able to perform again? Like when are we going to have comedy shows and bands? I know that I saw that Dinosaur Jr. played to like 5 people in a field the other day.
I saw the video. It's funny. Yeah. I saw that they were doing that show, and I was a little bit like, because sometimes when I see like, oh, bands doing shows, I'm like, because you probably heard the argument, like the more people go out and do shows, the longer it's going to take for real regular shows to come back. But then when I saw what they were doing, I was like, oh, they're playing to like not even 10% of what they could be playing. It was so safely done that I think
Jay had more. There were more amps on stage than there were people in the audience.
I know. I give him credit that he always shows up with
do you think those amps? They're all really plugged in, and
they all, without question, plugged in. I've toured with him before, and it's all it's on. He uses an amp as a monitor, like he has a At the time, he had a Fender Show something or other. I can't remember the name.
Fender Showman. Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just aimed at his face.
I've heard of that, yeah. And another reason why I know they're real is because one time one of them blew out, and then Henry Rollins came from backstage and replaced it.
Oh, nice. That's a good...
But put a backup on there, which is hilarious because it's just like you're already just pushing so much, and then he's just like, fuck, I gotta like replace one of these, like as if anyone could tell the difference,
I know, and then I like that he has the celebrity roadie. That's a power move.
Oh yeah, I think they did like a weird series of shows where Rollins interviewed them before the show.
I saw one of those.
Yeah.
Someone threw a shoe at Henry Rollins from the crowd at the show I was at. Yeah,
that's terrible.
That is.
I like Rollins. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
I do too. Henry Rollins is how I found out about Zig Zags because I listened to his KCRW show.
Yeah,
and that's how I heard you guys for the first time. I think with your first record.
Yeah.
So there.
Him and Mike Watt. I think I've said this before, but they always email you back immediately, and they still. I feel like that's a good sign of like how to stay, or a good way to like stay relevant is to be like, I'm gonna like respond to everybody like as if they're Iggy Pop or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying. I've actually
or Kieran Culkin or whoever.
If you're Kieran, whether you're Kieran Culkin or Mike Watt, I've toured with Mike Watt a few times as well. And you recorded with him.
We did like a split 7-inch with him. Yeah.
I have the title right here. I'm getting so good at hosting. LA to Pedro EP.
Yes.
Now, it's pronounced. It's really pronounced Pedro? Is that just the Watt pronunciation?
Well, we say San Pedro. I mean, as opposed to Pedro.
Everyone says Pedro. Then everyone says San Pedro. Okay.
Yeah. But we say Spanish words in our own LA way wrong. Like we say Los Feliz, as opposed to like Los Feliz or whatever. It's like, and then New Orleans, like Burgundy Street is Burgundy. Like they say all their shit weird too, so.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up. Being a guy from Cleveland.
New York, come on, Dave. You're
I know.
Big shot.
But I am from Cleveland, originally, and we have Versailles, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
So I can relate.
Very French.
Hey, should we check in real quick with because I see him? Do you want to check in real? Should we check in real quick with Remy from Singapore while we have him here? Would you like to meet Remy from Singapore, Jed?
I would love to. We get all of our art from Singapore, and I wanted to say that if you guys need a logo, the Singaporean artists are fantastic.
I have to agree with you. I learned this with Witch Taint. All as soon as Witch Taint, the record came out and we started like doing Instagram and all that, it's all these awesome artists from like Singapore and Indonesia.
Yeah, Jakarta, Indonesia. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some amazing artists over there, and yeah, we've had a few T-shirts and things like that. Let's say hey to Remy real quick before he goes for a run. I think you're gonna like Remy, Jed.
All right, let's see Remy.
He's a metal god. There he is.
Oh, sick. What's up, Remy?
Hi, Jed. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dave.
What's going on?
Good morning, everybody. I'm from the future. It's about 9:50 in the morning.
What's going on over? What are you eating? I
want to share something really unusual. This is only available in my part of the world. This is the original name of this is called the Raja Pisang Merah. Very metal.
What is that?
It literally means the prince of all bananas in red.
Sick.
Oh, it's not a sausage.
No, it's a banana.
It's a
I'm gonna peel it. I'm gonna peel it and do a live demonstration for eating. Okay.
Have you seen one of these before, Jed?
No, but I know a lot about bananas.
Yeah, but have you seen
the chef? I've never seen one of these. This thing's amazing.
And you know what? The best thing about this bananas is when you do a beer batter over it and deep fry it.
Good stuff.
Wow. Now, hey, Remy, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go.
When you're done. So would you say that the banana is heavier on the starch or the sugar content? Because you're saying you're going to deep fry it. Would it burn, or is it more like a plantain?
Well, so good. So there is this delicacy in Singapore. We call it goreng pisang, or in Bahasa Indonesia means fritter bananas. So think fish and chips, just like a coat of beer batter over it. Wow. So it's crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. And this is the perfect banana for it.
But is it considered like a dessert or like a savory snack?
Yeah,
dessert for sure. Dessert for sure.
Okay, got it. All right, now I'm with you.
Oh, dessert. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're having a cappuccino with it?
An espresso. We have that in Singapore too. So
nice.
And Jed, you're from the Zig Zags.
Yes.
Oh, I know you through Dave. So cool, man.
Yeah, now I know you through Dave.
Oh, Dave, you're a connector.
That's right. And are you hip to the Zig Zags jams?
I got to know about Zig Zag through this compilation that you made. It's one of the first 10 songs. It's like, wow.
Oh yeah, I made a Spotify playlist of jams.
And that's how I got to know about. Yeah, that's right. So good to see all of you in person, especially Jed. Hi for the first time.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. All the way from fucking Singapore. That's cool.
Yeah, and thanks so much for the shout out to all the Singaporean graphic artists. We've got some good folks right here.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I've noticed. Yeah.
See, I'm all dressed up in orange and eating a banana. No pun intended. And I'm going for a run real soon. But I thought I might just check in. What?
Where was the pun there?
Yeah. Orange jersey. There is no game.
Oh, orange, like an orange fruit. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So orange. Yeah.
But
I thought I might just show it
fast.
So we just think too quickly in Asia. So I came up with a new song. I just want to shout out real quick because it's a song for everybody. My band Evil Singing Panda just launched a new song called Chocolate Milk.
Yes. Oh wow.
And yeah, so I got a couple of artwork for Chocolate Milk I'd love to share. Hang on.
Is this a Tay Zonde cover? What is this?
It's meant to be a children's song for my daughters because I like the right children's songs besides being the extreme thrash metal god from Singapore. So I draw my own art and I only use IKEA drawing paper with recycled crayons. So this is the first draft of the artwork for Chocolate Milk.
Oh, nice, strong.
Yeah.
So this is the album cover for the acoustic version. So it's like the original children's style, like using chocolate milk. And this, for some reason, is still very childlike. But this is the cover for the thrash metal version.
Wow.
Also strong.
Hey, Dave, I take back what I said about the art.
Oh well,
oh man, that was cold. That was cold.
I dig it. I still got my warm cappuccino, man. I'm all good.
No, that's incredible art.
So this is the draft of the chocolate milk cover.
That's the draft.
Yeah.
The draft is better than the finished one.
Yeah, I gotta agree. That's how it is though. The first inspiration is always the best.
Well, I because the quality of graphic artists in Singapore is just so high, and they're asking for quite a lot of money. I thought I might just draw my own. So
yeah.
No, it's strong. Well, Remy, thank you for popping in. Have a killer run.
Okay, man.
So hey, Remy, you're jogging? Are you going jogging?
Yeah, that's right.
What do you usually do? I did 9 miles this morning.
You did 9 miles.
It's all smoky over here, though. It's real smoky, so it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I heard about the forest fire and the headlines in Singapore.
Yeah.
And how's everybody doing, man?
In LA?
Yeah, in LA.
It's starting to clear up. It's getting better, but yeah, it was pretty nasty there for a minute. But what's your normal run here?
See, I did my first full marathon with 42 kilometers. I'm not too sure how much is that in miles, for the first time in my life in June last year. But my usual routine is I don't really count how long I run. I just run for 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And that's
cool.
That's a good sweat out. And so yeah,
that's about what I do.
Stay fit and stay kind and stay cool. And thanks for having me on.
Love it.
Nice.
Have fun, Remy.
Thanks, Remy. Have a great day.
Okay, ciao for now.
Bunch of runners over here.
Yeah. That's 9 miles. That's pretty.
What's that?
9 miles. That's pretty sweet. That's better than
it's good. That's about what I can do these days. But I got a thing. I'll send it to you. There's a company called Satisfy, I think, and they put out like a heavy metal playlist for running.
Nice.
I saw a thing on that the other day, so I'm gonna check that out.
Send that to me.
I will.
I like a metal playlist for running.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of Priest today. I've been listening to a lot of hip hop, but today I listened to like a lot of like later Priest, like Point of Entry or whatever, and like Hot Rockin' and some of the more like kind of like poppy stuff,
Yeah. I wanna go hot rockin'.
Yeah, I like it when he goes, I wanna go. That's
hot rockin'.
Yeah, I like the third, when they change on the third thing. That's my favorite thing, in songs.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
Rob Halford's coming out with an autobiography.
He's coming out?
I was gonna say.
He's coming out.
Again?
He's gonna, everything old is new again.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's funny. He's coming out with an autobiography.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
He wrote the foreword to my friend Tom Neely. Speaking of Henry Rollins, so there's that Henry and Glenn Forever comic book. Have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah.
Where they're a homosexual couple.
Yes.
And Rob Halford wrote the foreword for that graphic novel.
Oh really? Shoot.
Yeah.
I need to look more closely. Of course, it's back in New York. If I ever get back to my apartment.
Yeah, back where all the books are in New York.
Well, the books. I know. I do. I know. I only have like stacks of porn and stuff here.
Yeah.
Old school.
Like old bags from Quick Trip.
Wait, someone's asking. Helen Christie is asking, if we don't understand something in the chat thread, is it best not to ask? No, go ahead and ask, I think.
Wait, what?
Somebody's talking.
She's basically wondering whether.
Very concerned.
And Elvira Canaveral's putting his web link in the chat. Oh, there's stuff.
Oh, someone read KK Downing's bio last year.
I read that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, there's no big surprises. It's like pretty much every 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 rock book of an English rocker.
Mm-hmm.
There's always the time, where they grew up in the council estates and had no money, and their mom and dad just tried to make it work, and then they start rocking,
right,
and then everything changes.
I find
that's
that
pretty much every one of them.
I have a really hard time watching music documentaries anymore. I feel like, unless they're like strange. Like, for instance, if I wanted to watch a Judas Priest one, I would watch the one about the kid that blows his face off.
Oh yeah,
what's it called? God damn it! What's that movie called? But there's an amazing scene where they go to the courthouse, and I think they're in like Arizona or something. Someone in the comments should tell us what the name of that movie is.
I'm gonna do some research,
because the song was I think it was "Better by You, Better Than Me," which is funny because it's actually a cover song, but they were playing it backwards, so it's a Spooky Tooth song. But then, so the kid blows his face off, but they have the court case, and when Judas Priest shows up, they like roll up, and all the kids are like on the steps of the courthouse, like playing air guitar, like waiting for Judas Priest to show up, like at their local courthouse. So fucking crazy, man! Like,
is
amazing.
This, Dream Deceivers?
Dream Deceivers. That's the song. Yeah, or that's the movie. Yeah, that movie's amazing.
Dream Deceivers, 1992. Dan Wally put it in there.
The best ones are the documentaries where none of the band members talk to each other anymore. Like, the Damned one was so great.
I like that one.
They've had like 25 different people play bass in that band.
I can watch a documentary on a band that I don't really care. Like I like the Eagles documentary, like if I don't care about the band. If I like the band, it's hard though. Or the one that was really cool was that Death documentary, because it explained all the tape trading of all the thrash metal, like demo tape trading,
Oh,
but one more thing. Dream Deceivers was the movie that got Harmony Korine to start making films too. He said in an interview one time that he found it at a library and watched it, and that was like when he was like, "Oh, I want to make movies,"
Oh, that's cool. That Death documentary is really good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
My buddy Chris is in that.
Which guy is that guy?
Chris Reifert. He's the original drummer for Death.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Right. And my buddy Scott Carlson's in that. Documentary.
Oh, from Repulsion.
Too. Yeah, but he played in Death for a minute too.
I was thinking of the other Death from
the Detroit one.
They also have a good documentary.
I haven't seen that one. That one's like, I don't know. I guess I'll watch it. That one to me, I'm just like, I just don't like how much of a discography and does that band have other than
like
that
one album. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I watched that one. I like that. I like their album, and the.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
The movie was pretty good, but it was kind of like the same thing. And like, oh, they were kids, and then we got them some equipment, and they would practice, and then they were a band.
Right.
And then that's it.
That's kind of what I was worried about.
That's kind of what it is.
But like the Death documentary, like, could you imagine being in a band with Chuck Schuldiner or whatever his name is? Schuldiner. Like, could you imagine like just tearing your fucking hair out, like trying to get to Europe? Like, because I've been in bands with guys like that where it's just like, like the minute you're gonna like do something and then they're just like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna go home, like, and then just fucking you're like in Europe without the main guy of the band. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, that's I think probably
that movie gives me anxiety.
That I want to watch that again tonight. That's one of those movies I if I don't start watching a movie by 8:00, I pretty much just nod off in and out, and I just kind of have a gist of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm gonna watch it again tonight. But when we're done here at 10:30, and then I'll be really primed for it. But I really like what you were saying about the tape trading. That sort of aspect of like 80s metal, I think, is so cool. Like, and it's gone for good.
Yeah.
Like where you're like sending tapes around all over the world.
Dude, so important too, just to get like any kind of mixtape, just to get a list of songs and band names and not know what they look like at all, or like any other songs from the album or where they're from or any information. And then you create it in your mind, like who these guys are. And then when you hear those songs on a mixtape, they're forever ingrained in your mind. Like say there's like, you know, a Merciful Fate song, and then afterwards it's like, I don't know, Budgie or Bread Fan or something like that. Every time you hear that song, you like relate it in that order that you listen to it on that tape, because you listen to it so many times, you know?
Yeah, totally. And you start to associate like smells and like things that were going on in your life at the time when you were listening to that music over and over. And like I'll have like tiny little windows like that now, but not really, because now music is so like you can just, you know, I don't get into the grooves that I used to, where I would just listen to something. I think the last like long term, like where I was just listening, like there was about in 2006, I listened to Pentagram like nonstop for like 4 months. It was like the only thing I listened to, because I was like, I finally was like, oh. And then I didn't. And so like there's a period of my life where I totally associate and can, you know, but it was 2006. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like 1987. But yeah, it's amazing. The last, and then I had my buddy Greg, I asked him to like, he's DJ and plays all these cool old soul records and stuff. I'm like, oh, can you like put a mix together or like a list of songs that I should be checking out? Just like stuff that I maybe don't know. And he just put it in a Word document, all the songs and the artists. And then I had to find them. And I was like, oh, this is fun. This is the most work I've ever do.
Dave, I think your mic
is forever, you know.
I think your mic has gone haywire again.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
I don't mind the Spotify playlist, except that there's a lot of stuff that's not on Spotify that I want to hear, you know, but like people, like, I don't know a lot about hip hop, but I've been listening to a lot of hip hop, like when I'm running and like working out and stuff. So like I have friends that are like super experts on that, and like they'll just make me like a Spotify mix and I'll play it. So I don't mind the Spotify mix. The only thing is that you can like, you know, then Google the name like really quickly and kind of figure it out. And the mystique of it kind of goes away from the whole tape thing, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, I love having to just base everything on the liner notes. Like,
totally.
Your entire knowledge was just,
Or not. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
But I do that. Spotify, you can like go look and you can get like find out about the band, and then I'll just like read 2 sentences about the band, and just I'm like, I don't want to listen to that song again based on the 2 sentences of their bio, where I'm just like, they don't sound cool, or whatever. Like, oh, they're from now, they're not from 1972 like I thought when I heard the song, or whatever.
Well, this guy Michael Braun in the comments said like that's how he first heard Sodom, you know, and it's like that like. When I go on Spotify, I'm like, oh shit, I can't, like, they don't have Exumer from Germany on there, you know, like I got to go to YouTube, and then it's like, oh man, now my fucking battery's draining because the screen's on, because I'm listening to it on YouTube, you know.
Wait a minute, Michael Braun also breaking, he says, Bobby from Pentagram lives over by me. I used to see him all the time before everyone started. I have a lot of follow-up questions about that.
Oh, wow.
Living by Bobby Liebling from Pentagram.
So he's in the like DC area then, I'm assuming.
I think I don't know where he lives now. He was living out in Pennsylvania somewhere, I think. But
okay.
I think that was at one point. He strikes me as a guy who probably moves around a lot.
I just think it's funny that I thought the whole thing about him was that he lived in the sub basement, and then this guy's saying like now he doesn't see him anymore because of COVID. I thought we never saw him.
Well, I think he lived in the sub basement, and then he lived with his parents, and then he met some really young, attractive girl, and they got married or were together, and then I think that went horribly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what.
Oh, Maryland, yeah. Like... See, I was right. Baltimore, probably.
Oh, yeah, he is in Maryland. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We opened for them a few years ago, actually. And they were good. Nice. Yeah, but then I heard a bunch of horrible shit, so whatever.
I know that I've heard some bad things.
Yeah.
That's when you got to separate the artist from the art, or depending. I don't know. I'm not always the best with that. Yeah, he was arrested for assaulting his mother.
Yeah.
It all went south very fast. This Pentagram story.
Oh man. I just found out about this guy, this horrible guy. This guy I really liked his music, and he's just awful. This guy is this Gigi Allen. You ever heard of this guy? Jeez, this guy's gonna get canceled. I swear to God, they're gonna cancel this guy.
I thought you were gonna say Ted Nugent.
What did Ted Nugent do?
Oh, he's just a general scumbag.
He's a patriot.
He's a patriot.
This Gigi Allen guy, he throws shit at people.
He sounds like a real piece of work.
Yeah,
I actually just watched that Hated
That's a good one.
documentary.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
I think Todd Phillips wrote, or somebody wrote a book about. Because didn't Todd Phillips like go on tour with them? Like he was their roadie or something?
Yeah.
I think
who else
he wrote
was
a
in
book
that?
Also.
I thought my wife was going to walk. I wasn't sure if she was.
Oh.
I think Jay Mascis was in that band too.
Yeah.
He did. I heard.
I remember hearing him talk about that. He was like,
"Could you imagine?"
He said that like they were literally just up against a wall, like just trying to avoid shit that was being thrown around.
I love that.
I draw the line with. I would not be able to hang with this shit.
Really, that's where you draw the line. Yeah.
I would. I feel like. Maybe shit or any bodily fluids. I would be just kind of bummed out about. But shit, I remember. I'm not a Slipknot fan.
No.
And not that I'm taking any shots at Slip. It's just not my thing. But I remember. I respect them, and I actually met a couple of those guys once, and I really liked them as people.
Sound surprised.
What's that?
You almost sound surprised when you said that.
No, well, I was surprised just because I was doing all these interviews for Cinemax. They sent me to Rock on the Range like in 2007, and I interviewed all these bands that were at Rock on the Range, and Slipknot. I was waiting for Slipknot. It was taking a really long time for the Slipknot guys, and then finally Paul Gray and Corey Taylor came out, and they had their masks on and all that. And they smelled really good, which I was surprised because visually you think these guys don't smell good. They smelled really good. Huh. And they were very nice, smart, and charming guys. And but I remember reading an article about them, and they talked about throwing shit around on stage, and then the drummer was like, "Yeah, my drums had shit on them at the practice space still."
Ugh.
And I was like, "That's gross. I don't want to be in a band where there's shit on our equipment, unless it's like dog shit. I don't have hangups about that."
Well, it's
totally
just
different.
It just dries and turns white, and then you just knock it off.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah.
But Jay Mascis, I read he was talking about it, and he's just said it smelled, and he was just trying not to get shit on him.
This person in the comments says he came to Dallas back in the day. Gross. I have a bootleg G.G. Allen show, like a live show, and I think it actually is it's in Texas somewhere. I don't know if it's Dallas or not, but it's like you can tell the moment on the record when he shits because you just hear this like, oh no, and then you just hear this, hey, where are you going? And he's got that weird Boston, Connecticut accent. Hey, where are you guys going?
You ever hear G.G. Allen's first album? I forget what it's called, but it's
G.G. and the Jabbers.
Yeah, it's just like it's actually a pretty good pop punk.
It's
album.
fucking great. Yeah, he's got an English band that fucking rips. Go get Band in Boston Volume 1 or whatever it's called. It's fucking great. It's like super good, like power pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was like shocked the first time I heard that album. And I think they re-released it with a different cover, so they show like current G.G. Allen on the cover for that.
Oh yeah,
Jabbers album. It's very disorienting.
Right. Did you guys ever listen to that? Just as an aside, do you ever listen to that album, "The Brats" by the I think it's the guitar player from Merciful Fate before Merciful Fate, and it's like like a good it's like a really good power pop, like heavy, like pop record. I'll send you the link.
Are you there?
Oh no, Dave, you went robotic again.
Pull the cord out over here, bring it around over to that side, try that button.
This might be a good time to remind everyone that you can help support the show.
This guy is G.G. Allen on Spotify. You don't have to ask that. You can just fucking use the same thing that you asked that question with and look.
He's trying to bring it around full circle.
He's got that whacked out religious background. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, you ever seen the video?
Is this working?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're back.
It's working.
There's that video of him partying in the streets and like a whole film crew is following him.
Oh, that's when he dies.
Yeah, it was like his last day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a New York show.
You could see him just walking around the Lower East Side, like naked.
No pants.
Yeah, he's like trying to find heroin, and he literally dies like after that video was shot. Yeah, I know way too much about G.G. Allen. Jesus Christ, Chris, you look like a G.G. Allen. You look like you're in that documentary,
like one of the murder junkies.
He
like one of the
actually.
No, like one of the guys they interview, like one of the fans, like the typical G.G. Allen fan. That's like what you look. Speaking of Kieran Culkin, though, I look like Daniel Stern from Home Alone, so it's not a big deal. But
oh my god, I never saw it until right now, and now I can't unsee it.
I know, I can't either, unfortunately.
That moment, yeah.
So I can say that you look like a G.G. Allen fan.
That's so weird. I never noticed that. Now it's all I can think about.
Jesus Christ, me too. It's a cross-eyed bear.
Wow. Yeah, Chris, you do look exactly like one of the guys in the documentary.
Yeah, I think the guy's name is like Blart or something.
We're gonna have to pull this up.
Paul Blart. No, there's a guy in the documentary that you look like that's just like his name is like Grunt or something.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to. God, I have all this stuff I need to watch tonight.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. Like G.G. Allen, like you gotta have. There's a lot of bad things, but there's a lot of good things about him too.
I love his music. I'm not same with the Nuge, same with Ted Nugent. I love the music. I got it. Someone texted me like recently and said, "Hey, can I tell you a secret?" And I said, "Sure." And they said, "I still listen to Ted Nugent and Pantera." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, the music. I mean, Nuge. The Nuge, I mean, the music's still great.
Stranglehold is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shouldn't go too far down the Nuge.
Yeah. Des, I got a question. Do you ever get drunk and actually accidentally hit Jimi Hendrix with a dart?
No.
Oh, that's a good question.
No, I wouldn't. No? I would if I had to throw some darts, I would move.
Okay. So you just move it.
It's just for show.
Got it.
Just for show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were like just really hated Jimi Hendrix or something.
Oh, no.
Okay, good. All right, good deal. A weird place.
I never thought about that. Yeah, maybe he hates him.
As I was getting set up here, when we got started, I just like threw some shit back there, and
right.
And
it's like that "Nothing Else Matters" video with Metallica where they're throwing darts at Kip Winger.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but no, that's
I didn't know they took out Winger.
Yeah, they threw the darts at Kip Winger in that video. Like a poster from like Rip magazine, like one of those centerfolds of Kip Winger,
Yeah, boy.
Winger, you couldn't do that today. Have a song. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me.
I know
that was their hit.
I know.
Well, Ragdoll by Aerosmith is also pretty grotesque.
Is that one bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I was listening to DMX the other day while I was lifting weights, and I will tell you, there's a song on there where he talks about raping a 15-year-old girl in front of her father, and this is on an album that was like multi-platinum.
Wow.
Different time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The 2000s were weird, man. The 2000s were fucking weird. What a different time.
You could get away. You could get away with that.
Yeah.
2000s. Wow.
Yeah. Not anymore. Not in the 2000s.
No.
Yeah.
Peter Tulipman says, "Hey 19 is." He's referring to the song "Hey 19," and then I thought, when I first read it, I thought he meant 19 years old is too. Even though that's a legal age, and I was going to say, well, that is very young. But he was referring to the song. I was overthinking it.
He's talking about Steely Dan, right?
He's talking about Steely Dan.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is that what that song's about? I thought that song was about tequila or something.
Hey 19 died.
They always just singing about tequila and blow, like pretty much, right?
I think all Steely Dan songs were about tequila and blow.
That's what I'm saying. That's like all they
wrote about. Every single. I feel like I missed out on life. I never really had a tequila and blow phase, and I feel like my window is closed for that.
Probably.
What about a bananas and blow phase?
It's really the blow. I think was my phase. I think I'm just out of the window. Where
if Remy had some Coke, he'd be like a Ween song.
I don't want to see Remy on Coke. I think that would be. As I've said to him before, my first order of business when we get to the other side of this pandemic is I'm going to go and stay at Remy's house in Singapore.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat those bananas.
I think also Coke is punishable by death there.
Wow.
Oh yeah. You don't want to. You raise a good point. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. You can't spit there. You can't chew gum. Yeah. All things that I back up. By the way.
Yeah, it actually sounds pretty.
I'm very anti-gum.
Oh yeah, gum sucks.
I mean, gum and spitting. If you're in private, I think they're both fine, but around other people. No.
Yeah, that's stupid. You don't need just swallow them both.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
But man, yeah.
And also graffiti. I don't like graffiti either.
Graffiti is like art. Wall art? No.
I don't mind wall art, but I'm just saying like when you just spray paint on someone's business and it's like not like it doesn't look good, I just think it sucks.
Oh yeah.
And they don't tolerate that over there. But I like all the weird misshapen Kobe Bryant heads that are all over LA. I love those. Like where it's like.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm just talking about all the. No, in LA, there's all these tributes to Kobe Bryant, but like it's like his eyes are kind of off, because it's like not everyone's a great artist. So there's like like a misshapen Kobe head somewhere. Like some of them are like really good, but then some of them it just kind of looks more like Charles Barkley or something. Like it's just weird.
It got away like they weren't able to like stand back far enough to get like I
love seeing tattoos where it's supposed to be like some big celebrity and it doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah.
But there is that one we've talked about this before, the guy who has the Dio tattoo that's like it's like his arm that So he's got like, it's really hard to explain, but he's
Dio,
got like his arm, is Dio's arm.
You've seen this, Jed, right? Yeah, it's Dio standing there.
I haven't seen it.
Dio, I think, is singing, and he has the mic in one hand, I think, and then Dio's extending his arm, and then the tattoo meets at the wrist of the guy who has the tattoo. So then the guy does the devil horns.
Oh.
And it looks like Dio is giving the devil horns. It's really cool. But then, as someone pointed out, if that guy jerks off with that hand, it's like Dio is jerking him off.
Right.
Something to think about. He probably thought about that before the tattoo and just got the opposite arm.
What I was thinking about when you were telling that story is that I'm 6'3", so I could get an entire Dio body tattooed on the front of me.
You could
have all of Dio on me, like if I like proportioned him right, like kind of scooched him up a little bit, like my cock would be Dio's cock.
Yeah, the center.
You could totally do that. Dio, he was a small man.
I could wear one of those Dio once. You met him? What happened? We just got. I see. Oh,
wait,
wow.
Where's the? Is it up there? There it is. There's the Dio.
Oh, that's tattoo. Cool. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. But you could see, like, if the guy jerked off with that arm, it would be like Dio was jerking him off.
Well, let's just hope that guy's left-handed.
Yeah, he must have thought it through.
He's got to have.
That's the hope.
Or he like puts like tape over Dio's face.
Several times a day.
He's got no hair left.
I met Dio. The first time I did a show in LA at the UCB Theater on Franklin. I used to do this kind of talk show kind of thing called the Dave Hill Explosion. And I was like, it's my first time doing it in LA. I gotta come in with guns blazing. So I tracked down Dio.
Wow.
And Dio showed up. He and his wife, Wendy, and a handful of other people showed up together. And you wouldn't expect Dio to just walk into UCB, and he's in full Dio mode.
Yeah,
and like he doesn't, and he was he was an awesome guy, as you would expect.
I think that a lot of these guys, like I said before, like with like Henry Rollins and Mike Watt, like these true blue guys that like they're doing it like not like none of these guys are like really that rich, you know, like you're not like these guys love it. And I think they have a respect for comedy and just like performance in general. So it doesn't surprise me that that Dio would show up. He seems like that kind of guy, or he did, you know.
Yeah. He was an awesome, just super nice. And he could tell I was nervous.
Yeah.
And he was just like, everything's going to be fine. Like,
yeah.
And then he was after, this was right before he got back with Black Sabbath to do the Heaven and Hell stuff.
And the tour?
Yeah, and like the record,
right.
You know, they did like a couple new songs for the Dio Years compilation, and he's like he told me about it, and I'm sure a lot of people knew, like it hadn't been announced yet, and I'm sure many people knew behind the scenes, but he still told me as if I was the only other person that knew besides Tony Iommi. Like he's like, right. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to Tony's house tomorrow, flying to England, and we're gonna write some songs. It was
he probably knew that you would appreciate it, you know, like
absolutely. I think that's nice. Totally it. He knew that I'd be super psyched to have that moment with him, and he gave it to me. So it was pretty awesome. We're at 10:30. We need to sally forth into the night.
Okay.
Jed.
My wife's yelling. She wants me to cook dinner, so she's like,
"You got to cook some dinner."
Yeah, she's like, "Get off the podcast."
Yeah, stop potting it up.
Where's my chicken? She's like listening. She's listening to Gigi Allen and spinning around in the living room.
Oh, that's the perfect Monday.
She's like, "Get out over there, Daniel Stern, and make that chicken."
Everyone, go check out Zig Zags if you're not a fan already. You will be a huge fan. I myself have a Zig Zag shirt that I'm guessing was drawn by a Singaporean artist. Maybe it's the skeleton guy.
Yep,
it's a pretty sweet shirt.
So. Yeah.
Thank you, Jed. Thank you, Des. Thank you, Chris, and thanks for everyone for tuning in live, and thanks for everyone who listens in the podcast form. Support the show if you can. MaximumFun.org/join, and I'll get a new microphone.
Thanks for having me, guys. That was a ton of fun. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye. I'm going to hit end. Here we go. Here we go.